another segment. So you will also find us on. Tell me where we're all going to be found. Oh, I'm sorry. We have music going on the other side. So hold on momentarily. Well, I need to put my I don't know what I'm doing to but let me see. So my segment, of course, is Say It Like It Is, guys. So if you have something to say, please share it with us. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. That's stop.
All right, welcome to the show. Call it like we see it. Where we do what, Cynthia?
Say it like it is.
We call it like we see it, and we say it like it is for the TikTok viewers. All right.
So where are we gonna find us? TikTok.
Right. Now where's your mic? They can't hear you.
Where are we gonna?
Sorry, folks. I gotta educate our co-host here. She's also the co-producer of Call It Like We See It. So we got to get her on speed here.
Hi guys.
Cynthia was the co-producer for Call It Like We See It. She came up with this concept. This is something that she originated, and I'm not sure if y'all recognize me from other podcasts. Just the tip was the rest of it. But that was she and I decided to collaborate on a new podcast. So here we are, Cynthia. We are Call It Like We See It, and why are we Call It Like We See It?
Well, I just think people should come out and just talk about things that they have on their mind, whether it be a relationship or it be a disgruntled something. Mostly.
Or a fucking piece of paper that won't. I'm sorry, wrong camera. It's not cooperating. Okay. I'm kidding. So anyhow, yes, you're right. It's time that we tell it like it is without getting in trouble for telling it like it is. Now, our show. This is our first episode. This is our debut episode. So, the debut episode is titled...
I'm gonna have to bring this over a little more because we got some viewers over here. They're
all right. Saying get closer. All right. So our debut episode here is going to be titled "The Unfiltered Truth." Why is everyone so offended?
What do you mean? Why is everybody so offended? I'm already offended. I'm questioning why is everybody already offended.
Why is everyone so fucking offended? Why can't we say anything without people being offended? Why can't you say anything without
because they don't like what we're saying, obviously.
Well, no, but just in general, anyone can. You can't go somewhere and make an opinion without someone being offended. So are we giving people...
I still want to know just the tip, where's the rest?
That's our sister podcast. Just the tip, where's the rest of it?
I don't know, but I just like the way that sounded. It was kind of funny.
Yeah, well, you call it like you see it. But right now, we're talking about...
Well, I think we should call it like we see it. Like today, when I went to go take care of some work issues, getting a new job, because everybody here in San Antonio is getting unemployed and having issues finding jobs. And I would be one of those people looking for a job. But I did find one with this fabulous insurance company. Awesome. I'm so looking forward to it, making some money. So if anybody needs life insurance, hit me up.
That's right. Hit your girl Cynthia up for some life insurance policies. Get yourself insured. Make sure your loved ones aren't left with a burden when you're, not here, heaven forbid. You don't want to leave them with that cost. That's a lot, right?
When there's different life insurance policies.
We're going to call it like it is. We're going to call it like it is.
People may want to buy one right now, but...
We're going to call it like it is. When you're gone and there's no money, if they really didn't care about you, they ain't going to do shit. They're going to cremate your ass.
We can invite some people if you want to talk with us.
This one, yeah.
I'm just having fun, guys.
Who are we going to invite at this moment? We're calling
Look,
it like
there's all
these
people
Cynthia.
We can invite. Look,
this is our show.
Hi, Sylvia.
Hey, Sylvia. What's going on? How you doing?
So we can invite. I think she left, but we could. I don't get on TikTok that much, guys. I
Sylvia
look at this
left
stuff
the moment she got on you.
But I do have followers only because of this hair that looks like heck today. So I tried to stop cursing as well, guys. I literally tried to stop.
So back to what we were talking about. We're called Call It Like It Is because we are willing to have, and we are highly capable of tackling uncomfortable conversations. That's the basis of our friendship, basically. Like, you and I, since we met in 2005, we've never had a problem carrying on a difficult conversation or not difficult, but crazy conversations.
Yeah, but that's because we're more outgoing. A lot of people are not outgoing. They're more reserved. They're more controlled. I was told when I walked up to a couple of chicks, I'll never forget this. I walked up to a couple of chicks and I started talking to them. They go, wow, you don't think about what you say before you say it, do you? Basically.
No, why would I?
And I'm like, well, if it comes in my mind, I mean, I think about it for a second, maybe.
But why would I think before I said it? If I think it, I say it. I mean, that's just what I've always thought.
But basically, they explain that I'm like, because I raised myself, so it's not,
I mean, even your parents, I'm sure. My parents always said, "Say what's on your mind. Say the truth. Say, don't."
My mom died before I could hear that. She kept telling me. My mother kept telling me that she would tell me later after I'm 18, and I still want to know those later things. I've still been trying to figure it out. Seriously, the later things.
But truth be told, though, between you and I, and I've always told you this. Because we're not exactly the same age. When I was a young kid and I met her, a young kid, like 20, 21 years old, I always thought of her as the second mom. My mom was very, very, very strict. And so my mom was like, none of this and she wasn't having it. And this one was more like a mother figure and would,
Can I do that?
Huh?
Can I do that?
Do what?
Have a
cigarette. Yes, of course. She wants to have a cigarette. So she was always a mother figure, and you, like you said, your mother may not be around right now to say these things to you, but I'm sure that when they come through your head, you're like, what would my mother say? Or what would my mom have said? I do the same thing too. When I'm, making decisions, I'm like, what would my dad say? My dad would probably say, you fucking idiot, don't do it.
I still think we should go back to say it like it is, and what I want to say, and I want to say it just like it is. That my ex, and I have two of them, so we don't know which one it is. Both are something. They are something, and I feel really sorry for anybody that gets with them, to be honest, because there's not anybody that's faithful out there anymore.
Okay, well that brings me to segment 1. Say what you mean. So talking about these people, bad mouthing them and whatnot. I'm sure anyone hearing
I'm not bad mouthing because I didn't put a name to it, and I could be talking about anybody and everybody.
Or what am I? What am I saying? Rehashing something.
Hi, Reba. How are you?
Rehashing something that's hurtful for you, and some people would tell you.
I just feel sorry for my ex's girlfriends.
Well, hang on now, because some people might tell you, get over it, move on, blah 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 blah. Do you think that perhaps we're just not holding people accountable, and we're blaming the victims for shit like this, rather than being like, no, we got to call it like it is. These people are assholes. They're users. They hurt me. They did this. They did that. Honesty is not taboo, but apparently now, if you're
look, there's 4 sides to every story, and I'm saying it like it is, and this is my side and my story.
Something's happening with your TikTok over there. We're trying to be podcast entrepreneurs over here with several platforms, and TikTok over here.
Yeah, so I'm being told we can't talk about that.
About what?
Exes, I guess. I don't know.
You can't talk about exes on TikTok?
No exes on TikTok. We cannot talk about exes on TikTok, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, so we were saying, well, see what I mean? Is honesty is taboo. You were about to tell the truth about, what these people did to you, and you got in trouble for it. So, in fact, honesty.
Well, I don't know what I got in trouble for. I'm trying to figure it out, but I'll find out later.
Honesty.
But I'm still alive.
Honesty is becoming taboo. That's why we made the show. That's why we're here.
Somebody honestly got upset at what I said, and that's fine.
I love how she's just on camera. See? Call it like it is. She just takes the gum out of her mouth and throws it in the ashtray on camera.
Art, we can invite Art as a guest. My boyfriend.
We can invite anyone as a guest.
We can invite my boyfriend.
Because everyone wants to call it like it is. We all want to say what's up.
No. Maybe we shouldn't do that with my boyfriend. Maybe we shouldn't do that right now with my boyfriend.
Art might just,
He would definitely say it like it is.
Art might have a whole lot to say.
Yeah, he would have a lot to say about me right now. And I love him, so I don't want to.
You're a, what do they say? You're a scholar and a gentleman because you know how to deal with this one. But
Oh yeah, he does.
back to
But
calling
he reads me good.
back to calling it like it is. So do you feel that you get a lot of flack for telling the story as it is? Do you feel like people talk shit about you for telling it how it is?
Yeah, I do.
And how do you deal with that?
I just tell him. I mean, sometimes the truth hurts. That's the way I feel.
Truth hurts.
The truth hurts, and what do you do? You know. And hi, Gen X Kara. I love it. Right? Hi,
Hey,
Kara.
thanks for tuning in and listening to us.
Sometimes
being
people
silly.
don't want to hear the truth of things, and that's the sad thing. Sometimes the truth hurts, and sometimes you want to be just sugar coated. And I'm sure out there everybody likes a little sugar coating here and there, but sometimes they need to hear the truth.
I got told I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything, and that actually was like really hurtful because I kind of just subconsciously I wanted things to be sugar coated, and they weren't, and it hurt to hear. I'm not gonna
Kobe
sugarcoat
Bean
things.
is here too.
Hey,
Welcome, Kobe Bean.
Welcome. Hi. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening, or watching and listening, or both, I guess. About
If they want to say something, they can say something.
yeah, if you want to call it like it is, call it like it is. You watch them be like, we hate your show. Be like, let me
Then
tell you
flip
how
to
it
the
is.
next slide.
Your show sucks and it's putting me to sleep.
Then move to the next slide. They're just flipping through lives. It's okay.
No, we love y'all tuning in. Thank you. Like we're talking about calling it like it is and getting in trouble over calling it like it is. What's the
Well,
funniest?
and they can say what they want to. They just can't
what's
put
the
a name
funniest time where you got in trouble for telling the truth? Where telling the truth got you just fucked? What's the funniest time? That
all
you
the time.
That was a fuck over.
All the
moment?
time. Remember, I have no couth in
I'm
that.
trying to think of the best one myself, but like if I had to think one of you, where telling the truth, where like there's so
where
many.
I cut
there's so
deep,
many.
where my tongue has been sharp. Probably all the time, because, like I said, I don't filter.
I got it. So we're doing a karaoke show at this bar called The Essence, and this person that we had met, his name was Renee, walked up to Cynthia, and he hadn't met her yet. But I told Renee, I was like, that's my best friend. So she's she's the one you gotta impress. And so Renee walks up to Cynthia, and he says, "Hi, I'm Renee," and she says, "Hey, baby, have you been sucking on a mouthful of nickels or something?"
Oh God, that's because he smelled like alcohol, and I don't drink, and his breath was the worst. And I hate when somebody walks up to you in a bar or whatever and goes, "Hey," it's like, oh, contain yourself. I mean,
So she says,
you
"What's
give
up,
me
baby?"
my 6 feet here because
She says,
you
"What's
are
up,
like,
baby? You been sucking on a mouthful and a bag full of nickels."
There was times I've gone to parties and guys have walked up to me, and now keep in mind, guys, I may be like a chunky growing up, but there was a time I looked like a Barbie doll. There was a time I did look like a Barbie doll.
You still look like a Barbie doll.
Now I'm fat Barbie doll. Is there a fat Barbie doll?
You've got to
What
be
is a
inclusive.
fat Barbie doll?
You
What
gotta
is her
be-
name? I saw her on the movie. What is a fat Barbie doll's
Barbie
name?
has to be
Does anybody
DEI.
know the fat Barbie doll's name?
Diversity and inclusivity.
There's Prego Barbie, and there's, what are the other Barbies?
I don't know. You'd be what, hooker Barbie?
There probably is a hooker Barbie. There'd be a hooker Barbie. You don't know.
No. Back the truck up. What were we talking about? Shit, you threw me off track. We were laughing about when you told.
About when I told that guy you had nickels for bread.
Yeah. So she said that, right? And then like we're driving back in the car, and it was just me and him. And I was like, "Isn't Cynthia great? She's hilarious." He's like, "I fucking hate her. She was so rude."
I remember doing that.
And I remember driving, and I was just like, that's the reaction she tends to give off. Yeah, that's her.
Yeah, but let's keep in mind too, we're at a gay bar, and everybody there's throwing attitude with everybody.
But you didn't even say it with attitude. You were joking with him. Like, to me, that
Yeah,
was
but
the
I
most
still
hilarious
apparently
thing.
said, "Baby, do I say things with attitude really, really bad?" I mean-
But yeah, he was like, I fucking hated her. She was so rude. And I was like, well, yeah. I was like, you just don't know her like that. She wasn't being rude. She was just being Cynthia. That's how she is. And remember, well, no, I probably shouldn't tell that story. That one's bad.
Yeah, I remember. I'm working for an insurance company.
No, it's not that it's bad. It's just that it's more of a sad story, and it wasn't. But still, telling the truth got you in trouble, but in a sad way. Who cares? Anyhow.
Oh, who joined with us? Sparkling joined.
Hey, how are you? Thanks for joining us. Thanks for tuning in.
Where else are we going to be doing this?
To our craziness.
What other sites?
What other what?
It's TikTok, and then
we're gonna be on. These
on
episodes are gonna
YouTube.
be published on Spotify and YouTube. Call it like it is. Just got formulated as his own podcast tonight. This is its inception.
Yeah, we're doing a
episode.
podcast, guys. It's
We're
part of a
broadcasting
podcast.
live from the home of your co-host and co-producer Cynthia.
Mm-hmm.
This was her idea. I just kind of helped her put it together because I got a podcast of my own.
Because I thought it was fun and we had nothing else to do.
Yeah, she's visited.
And
me
I've
on
done
Just-
it already once, and I got some good responses, so it's kind of fun.
She's also been a guest on Just the Tip. Where's the rest of it? So if you want to see more of Cynthia, episode, what was it, 7? I think she was episode 7, Sex in the Industry. So
it was also 7 and 8, I think. I thought.
Oh no, 7 with 2 parts.
Oh,
It was a
2 parts,
two-parter.
oh.
It was a 2-parter. She's a natural, and this is where, like I said, she came up with the concept for it. Call it like it is, and she, So today, what's your call it like it is moment? What do you have to call out? That you have
I told you I had some stuff to call out.
You do?
But I just got censored. Again. I'm always stopped when I'm trying to talk. Even in some of my relationships, I get stopped when I'm trying to talk. Hi, Aquarius. How are you?
Oh, Aquarius, fellow Aquarius over here. All Aquarius. Yeah, Team Aquarius.
It says consuming substances featured in this live could harm your health.
Oh, you're smoking
Oh,
cigarettes.
that's it. I smoked it. That's so funny.
You see? She won't
I just
listen to
took
me.
a
I tell her
puff.
that shit kills you, and she won't stop doing it.
Because I couldn't go outside. I just took a puff. Don't big time. Anyway, I'm not doing it now. Thank you for that, TikTok. I appreciate that. And I choose to take myself out the way I want to. We all choose our way out. And we're saying it like it is. We all choose our way out, guys. It's one way or another. I choose to have a cigarette here and there. So, I mean, what's wrong? You choose to have a drink. You choose something else. I don't know what you choose. What do you choose anymore? Drink? Just drink now.
I drink every now and then.
So we all choose our way, to go out.
Well, maybe it's just because you were smoking on camera.
That's what it was.
I don't know. See, my
See,
YouTube
I can
and
do it on
Spotify
here.
listeners, they've never gotten mad
Well,
for
it's
it.
okay,
We had
and
an
I'm sorry I
edible
went to the-
conversation one time, and we didn't even get in trouble that day.
But I can have a drink on camera, right?
You know what? One episode, one of my
Can I have a
friends.
drink on camera, guys?
One episode.
Hi, Todd Trout.
One episode, episode 3 of Just the Tip. Shout out to my friend Casey Harden, who was the guest of that show. She and I we had drinks on the show. We were talking while we were drinking, but
Yeah, but that's this.
we
and
had
not
to have a
TikTok.
drink because we were talking about children
Well, I'm
in
drinking
a
water
restaurant.
right now.
Hey, which actually leads me again to the next call it like we see it segment, where it's like, what things? Why are there certain topics that set people off immediately? Like, don't dare talk about my children, or this is off limits, or why?
Oh, I've
is it-
had somebody tell me because I don't have children that I have no business talking about how to raise a child or give advice or anything like that. And I mean, I'm only 55 years old. I don't know anything, guys.
So, baby Junior, son of a bitch, is obviously doing something that he shouldn't be doing. You're not allowed to say anything because you've never actually had a kid through your hoo-ha.
I had a friend over here that
Yeah,
brought her son
that makes
here.
a lot of sense.
No,
people.
seriously. I had a friend over here that brought her son over here and left her son so she could go run amok. And left her son here for, I guess, 4 or 5 hours. And he kept going to the bathroom, blowing his nose, went through a roll of my toilet paper, and then and would sit down. And I finally told him, I said, do me a favor. I go, could you sit down for a second? You're making me dizzy going back and forth. And I was babysitting him, and he sat down in a pot, and then he goes, he kept telling me he wanted to go home. And I said, you want to go home? I go, well, your mom should be home be at the house pretty soon. You can go home. He kept saying that and going to the bathroom, so trying to irritate me, right? He goes, really, I just want to go home. He goes, look, if we can get in the car, and this is from a child's mouth, if we can just get in the car and you drive me, I'll tell you how to get to my house. The child is 6 years
I remember
old.
this story. Okay, yes. Oh.
6 years old. I go, you want me to get in my car and drive you to your house, but do you know where you live? He goes, no. He goes, I just want to go home. And I go, you know what? I'm to the point now where I want you to go home. I'm sorry I had to say that.
Okay, so my turn. This is the funniest time that I can remember where the truth got me in trouble. So,
Okay, a debate about calling things as they are. What's your call it like it is story?
my call it like it is story. I was in 4th grade, and my best friend Audie was telling me I had the craziest dream last night. And I said, what was the dream? And he said, I dreamt that I was in a barn, and there was a stripper, and right before I licked her pussy, my mom woke me up.
You don't do that.
That was my reaction. The way I did that in class. And Miss Aber was like, Julian! Front of the class! And she's like, why can't you be quiet? She was yelling at me about, why was I talking during class? And I was like, because Audie told me a funny joke. She was like, what was the joke? What was I supposed to say? So I told the truth.
There's an animal
I told
in my driveway.
I told the truth. I said Audie said that he had a dream that he was in a barn with the stripper, and right before he licked her pussy, his mom woke him up. And Mrs. Abear's face she was like, she did the blinking, the fast teacher blinking. She's like, and she looks over at Audie, and her response is classic. She says, Audie, I don't believe you've ever had a dream like that. And Audie goes, no, Audie's response was better. Audie goes, I did.
I don't get it. I'm so. There's movement in my living room.
There's a
What?
what in your living room?
Every once in a while, thing keeps coming on. And it's the cameras in the living room.
There's a what?
Camera. There's cameras in my house.
Yes, I
That's
know.
right, guys. Try to come to my house, and I will catch you.
Oh, don't do that.
All around my house, in front of my house, outside my house, inside my house. It is Fort Knox here, guys. Right, baby? Where are you, baby? There you are. What?
Who are you talking to?
My boyfriend's on here. Hi, Deborah. How are you?
See, we've got several platforms going on at the same time right now. So, all right, back to call it like we see it. Earlier today, you were going to talk about these moments where you had to call it like you see it. How did you have to call it like you see it today?
I think it's more so when I told the police officer today that I did not do. That's what I did. I go, please help me with this. She goes, you have to report it. I go, I didn't do it though. I got proof.
What are you not reporting?
I told you earlier. Because of my ex.
Oh. The drama with the ex. That's right.
There's always drama with exes. They wouldn't be exes if there was drama. Do you really think that when we go before a divorce attorney, we say, look, Judge, I really loved her so much. She was everything to me. She's my best friend, and I still love her, but I want to divorce her.
The show is called Call It Like We See It, right?
Well, I'm just saying that's the way it is.
I would say that...
I'd call it like it's it. Let me see, both my exes told me, I love you. This was always, I don't know why a man does this. This would be calling it like I said. Why does a man, and any man out there, please tell me, oh, look at that, we even lost my boyfriend. Wow, we suck. Okay, but why? Okay.
Maybe he doesn't want to hear what you're about to talk about.
I want to know, why is it that a man will tell you when he's breaking up with you or he's done with you, I love you, but I was never really in love with you. But I love you. That's why I looked at my second ex-husband. I said, really? I go, So you were never in love with me when you were pounding me really hard, when you were giving it to me really good. So that would mean that you would F your mommy, you would F your daddy, you definitely would F your brother, because he's better looking than you are. That's the truth, guys, and that's saying it like it is. Because when a man tells you, and my first husband, he told me he would have never married me if he didn't have to. Yet, we renewed our vows 3 years before we separated. How do you do that? You want to say it like it is? I'm saying it like it is.
All right. Now let me ask it how it is.
We gotta watch out for this.
Let me ask it how it is. Why or how is it that you attract these type of men?
Because my dad was a narcissist, to be honest. For some reason, I see something in them that resembles my dad, I think. And my second husband, definitely, I saw a lot of my dad. And I really thought I was marrying my dad, you know, the good dad, when he was good to me. Not when he was drunk and abusive. And I could talk about him because he's dead, guys. Unfortunately, he can't defend himself. But there's proof.
Well, I mean, there's nothing to defend. You're telling the truth. So
I love my dad, don't get me wrong. Some people can be parents. Some people are not meant to be parents. But they end up being best friends when the kids get older. You know, when they're like 19, 20, maybe 22, 23, after the kids were given, you know, the horrible childhood they had. Then eventually you start becoming best friends. And it's a bond that you just, you know, when my dad died, it crushed me, guys. It literally crushed me when my dad died. It was like losing my best friend. It was losing everything. And it never felt, everywhere I went, everybody talked about, yeah, I just got done seeing my parents. And I was like, oh, so your parents are still alive, huh? They go, oh, yeah, they're very healthy and everything. Oh, lucky you, lucky you. Mm-hmm. No. That's really how it feels. Yeah. That's really how it feels, guys. Okay. It literally feels like you're just throwing it in our face, you know? When we're alone, we feel orphaned, we feel lost. Mm-hmm. That's not something you felt yet, and I will be there for you when you do, because I know what it feels like, and not to kick you when you're down.
Do you feel that a lot of people kicked you while you were down?
Yeah. Well, of course. Let me tell you, when I was in school, kids are the worst at this. Hi, Lauren, how are you? Hi, Pat, how are you? Hi, I want her skip. All right. Kids are the worst. When my mother was dying, I think they do this. Like, when you go to school, they go, wait. I feel a victim in here. You smell that? You smell that? Oh, they're going, yep. I smell that they're losing something really bad. That's the perfect time to kick them. And they don't just do a little kick. Kids do. No. They do that run, kick, and then kick you, you know, when you're down like that. Because that's literally what it feels like.
Well, what do
you know, like this, like
that. What do they do? What do they...
Well,
what do they do that makes it feel that way?
So, at my school, I went to a country school, Medina Valley, and Castroville in here in Texas, and I was not part of the clan, I grew up in more San Antonio, and, you know, I was a San Antonio city girl, and we moved to, you know, a small town, and back in the 80s, and it was just like a cliquish, everything was very cliquey, and so they called me Cal. They went, meh. They even did the rolling, hear the maggots rolling. Yeah, and then if I looked out the window to just look out the window because I was being tortured, I was looking to graze, as they would say. And worse, the teachers were watching all this, guys. The teachers were watching all this. And never would they say anything like, kids, now stop that. Pretty soon y'all going to get in trouble for that. No. That would be why, and I didn't do this obviously, but you ask yourself, and I'm going to say it like it is, guys, and some of us are not going to like this, but why do we go in those schools and shoot up? why do the kids go in there and do that? Could it be because nobody's defending them as they're being tortured and tormented and treated like heck in school? Could it be because they're being picked on all the time to where they eat their lunch in the bathroom like I did because we were afraid to do anything? Hi, user 674-693-87995.
I think I'm gonna extend your comment here and say that.
Hi, Orange Mustang.
I think that
In and out, in and out
probably.
they go.
I think that you're probably trying to say that we all go through shit like that.
I mean, I would not go
but
into a
you
school and
wouldn't-
do that, but
okay. So you're not justifying their acts, but you're.
no, I'm not. By
explaining-
no means am I
you're
justifying. It's not
explaining-
right.
You're explaining why. they
But
did
I'm
what they
I'm
did.
giving there is 3 sides to everything. And actually, there's 4 sides. The 4 sides would be all of us that hear about it. That's our side, the hearsay side. Then the 3 sides would be your side, my side, and the truth.
Yeah, well, it seems like every single school shooting that you're talking about has the same basis, the same baseline story.
It's not right what they did. It doesn't make it right to take somebody else's life. A tit for tat is not right.
Correct, exactly. But they all have the same baseline stories.
But
Kids
at the
that were
same
bullied-
point-
that were bullied and pushed.
But at the same
to a
point, I think to prevent a lot of that would be if teachers actually stood up and said something,
Intervened.
or if kids stopped being ugly and nobody is different. And in the end, we all graduate, we all live on, and some of us turn out to be prettier than others.
You know what though? I will honestly admit that when the kids were like that, we
I may be fat, but I'm pretty and I can lose the weight.
we lived the same childhood. I didn't get the moo or the that, but I got the fag and queer and homo and Lord knows all the other slurs.
And how did that make you feel?
I wanted to melt into the ground because they would do it in front of the teacher, in front of people.
Hi, Rosanna. Hi, Tony.
While, in the middle of class. They would do it in the dead silent. They'd be like, faggot. And so everyone would hear, and everyone would just kind of start chuckling. Some people would just stare. And it was more embarrassing to have someone stand up for you and tell that person, hey, stop, leave them alone. That would make you feel like, you just wanted to melt to the ground or felt like an ostrich. You want to bury your head in the ground. And they're, again, teachers, when they did not intervene, it felt, you felt that anger. But when they would intervene, you felt that embarrassment because it's like some people pitied you because the teacher had to defend you, and so you're sitting there, and they're like, "Don't worry, they're just jerks. Don't listen to them." And you're like, "God, you should have just let this shit alone." It's like there was no way of getting around what those people wanted, what children wanted to do, and their children.
Now let's keep in mind, guys. I'm
Children.
55, and how old are you? What, 35?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, he's in his 40s. We're not going to say his age.
She's fucking lying. I'm 35.
You're a liar. Okay, anyway, so
She's lying. She's
anyway,
lying.
so in our
That's why she's
times,
got a blonde
I think there was a
name.
lot of teachers, and I don't know if I'm the only one that experiences this. What is this, another warning? Oh, hate speech now.
Hate. Oh, so yeah. Well, because I said the words that they called me.
Okay, yeah, okay. So don't say those words again because we can do that. Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't mean to say the words out loud, but yeah, people would use those words against me, and yeah, I hate them too. They're trigger words for me. I don't like them. Some people tell me that I'm too sensitive about it and that I need to just let it go when I hear someone use it. But I'm like, no, because I can't use, horrible words like that against other people, and it be okay. Like for example, that leads me into my call it like I see it day to day. I had a table that normally somebody would discriminate against and say, "Oh, I'm not going to make any money. This table is like, cheap, blah 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 blah." The table walked out on their tab. I chased them. I chased them out. They refused to pay, kept walking, went into the parking lot, and I had to literally take a picture of their license plate and file a police report, and damn near get hit by their car because
Hi,
they wanted
Avery.
to do
Hi,
dine
Nathan.
and dash for a dine and dash of $90. These people literally embarrassed themselves.
How much was it?
$90.
$90, and how many people was
It
it?
was 2 people.
2 people spent $90, and
then tried
this
to
is
dash.
what I'm saying. The economy is just so bad now. Everybody looking for jobs, people getting laid off. I don't know anybody. You know,
that
if any
doesn't
of y'all are having
justify-
that issue, please let us know.
That doesn't justify doing that shit. You cannot dine and dash just because the economy is so
It
hard.
doesn't, and you're right. It does not justify, you know, doing 2 wrongs, but doesn't make a right. So it's like, you know, a tit for tat, and it's nothing of that just justified. But it's a lot of the economy that's causing that.
Yeah, and that's a controversial topic in any way you put it. Everyone's going to argue in what way, you know, because everyone is hurt individually by the economy in some way. It's just not everyone's hurt the same way. You know, some people, you know, are not having to worry about things like, you know, the cost of food or whatever. Other people might not have to worry about the cost of energy because they work, you know, for a power plant, or they work for places where, you know, they have fuel, you know, at their disposal. It's just how the economy is hitting you. You know what? That's a lot of people they believe
The
they're calling
economy
it,
is hitting hard everywhere, though. I mean, let's be honest.
but everyone has their own opinion on that, and like we want to say call it like you see it, but everyone has to understand that's exactly what's happening. They're calling it like they see it. Everyone sees it differently. Not everyone sees it the same.
Yeah, the rich don't see it the same way as the poor do. There you go.
That's for sure.
I mean, let's be honest. This
Yeah.
is calling it like we see it. I
Yeah.
literally am calling it like I said. You know, a well Muslim. So life would be better with money, and the rich would say, well, no, because I'm depressed all the time, and money doesn't mean anything, and it doesn't, you know, and that's a bunch of crock. Because actually it does, guys. I can tell you, money makes comfort. You don't argue about money. You don't bicker. You can go anywhere without worrying about it. I mean, you can check out of the line at the grocery store easily and not have to budget.
And then when you attract all the vultures, the gimme.
Hey, but that's for you to say no.
Most people, it's not.
No,
not-
it's-
not
I
that they
understand
don't say
that you wanna pay it
but
forward.
It's an ongoing problem. It will never stop, and then you'll always have to be suspicious.
Well, you could be like me, just have like 3 or 4 friends. Because remember what they say, if more than 5 friends, if you have more friends than you can count on one hand, then they're not all your real friends. And that's the truth. And I can literally count my friends on one hand that are my best friends, that if I needed something, needed help with something, that they're there.
Huh. Okay. I agree.
Because anybody else is just an acquaintance. What do you think, guys?
Well-
What do you think, JDD? What do you think, Shannon? Oh, look, and there's Brock. This is here, Brock.
Hello.
No.
I think,
And
even
I
though
look like
we're like right next door.
Brock right now. Is right
We're
now.
right next door to each other, zodiac wise. Aquarians are a little more loner. We're more loners, so we don't worry too much about, you know, if someone's going to be around or not. What were we talking
Well, I'm
about?
Pisces.
Yeah, and you're so codependent.
Oh, well, no, not anymore. That my ex did for me. I have to be honest. I can actually live by myself
You realize
and alone
that
forever.
you start
now,
talking about your
and I
ex's
got the job,
codependence.
Brock. I got the job.
Yeah, but like you still have a lot of the ex on your mind. You're still
No, it's not that I have a lot. Do you know why I have a lot of the X in my mind? Because, like I said, I had to go do paperwork today. It involved him. I really did kind of throw up a little bit in my mouth when. Why are you laughing at that? When she brought up that case, I literally was like, because it's false.
What case are you speaking
Where he attacked me and I scratched him to get him off of me. And he denies that, of course. He says, conveniently, I don't remember.
Mm.
Hmm. That's so convenient. I love that. It's amazing. It's amazing. I wish I had a memory like that. Unfortunately, women have memories like an elephant, and we remember everything, you guys. We freaking remember.
Okay, we've been sidetracking a little. I just thought about.
No, we're saying it like it is, and that's what we came on to talk
And
about.
we're ranting about exes, and so that yeah.
No, I'm just saying it like it is. I mean,
Let me
you
tell you about
could say it like
tell
it
you,
is.
let me call something like it is that really grinds my gears. You know what really grinds my gears? People at the gas station playing fucking bingo at the register.
No. You know what really irritates me
When you're buying?
is when they buy the lotto tickets
And
they
scratch 'em.
stand there. Wait a minute, and they stand there and they go, "Let me see. I think I'll take that one, and I'll go for that one,
And they always seem to want.
and I'll take that one."
And they always seem to want the pack of fucking dip that the cashier knows nothing about, that can't even see. He's pointing at it, and the cashier's like, "This one." He's like, "No, this one, no, this one,
Oh, wait a
no,
minute.
this
You
one."
are definitely going to some gay stores because the women that I see doing those things are not ordering dip.
That well, it's dudes usually.
La, 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 la.
It's a dude you.
Y'all got that right. Y'all got that right.
The amount of time that some of these people spend at the fucking register at the gas station is unbelievable. And what makes me call it like I see it, and sometimes I want to yell at them when I get out in the parking lot, because I'll walk right up, get what I want, or ask for what I want, pay for what I need, and get the fuck right on out. I'm right behind them walking out the door.
I use my Apple. I just ding and then.
I'm like,
No.
it took me the time it took you to walk out the door to get done, and you were at that fucking register for 8.5 minutes. What the actual fuck?
What the hell with
Who goes to the gas station to make a trip of it at the gas station? Who the fuck does that? And then they
Now,
have
I want to know, you know what? I want to know why everybody on Nacogdoches Road drives 25 or 35 miles per hour when the speed limit is 45.
because everybody on Nacogdoches Road is like 85 and up.
Yeah, okay, maybe it is. Like all the buildings over here, too. My ex moved me over here, though. See. Do you see why I keep bringing him up now, guys?
Nacogdoches Road. She has me in a place where ICE could pull me out of a fucking car at a gas station just because I'm in the neighborhood.
No, because we'd be riding together, so you're safe.
Let's call
Because
it.
I bring my little dog with me, too.
Let's call it like it is. One day during the pandemic, this one and I are riding around in my Chevy Malibu.
And
She has
he's doing
Scarlet in her
deliveries.
I was
Delivering food and
DoorDashing.
stuff.
I was door dashing, and we're driving around, and this cop is following us around, and I start getting nervous because I have a bunch of tickets that I got, probably got warrants for, blah 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 blah. So the cop's following us around, and he's not.
And my
letting up.
hair was all done and my makeup was on. I was looking pretty good, guys.
So she's.
And I
running
have my
along.
little dog with me.
And I'm like, what the hell am I going to do? This guy's going to pull me over. We're in Almost Park, for God's sakes. So I pull over at this apartment complex, and she's like, what do I do? I was like, get out of the car, get Scarlett, put her on the ground, and act like you're walking the dog. She's like, what is that going to help? I'm like, we are in Alamo
Potholes.
Heights. There's a white woman with a chihuahua in her purse. Trust me, do it. We got out of the car. She puts the dog on the ground. The dog starts walking around. The cop looks at what's going on and just zooms on by.
Yeah, because I was there walking Scarlett around.
Worked like a fucking charm. That's sad. That's sad that I knew that. That I knew how to. That was like, white woman in the car with a chihuahua in the
You know,
purse.
I've been watching
Worked.
those things about. Never mind, I can't talk about them because it was just a joke, and I don't want anybody to be run with it.
Well, I mean, we weren't.
I was watching,
we
this-
weren't doing anything. That was the thing. We were literally just driving around, and this cop starts harassing us because he sees this brown person driving the car. But then when he sees the white woman with the chihuahua in her purse get out, he just drives away. I'm like,
Well, Scarlett had to go to the bathroom in all her defense.
call that shit like I see it, cops. They're just some discriminating motherfuckers.
Nah, I was a security guard. He ain't a
don't
cop.
like
He's a
cops.
security guard.
I'm not a fan of fucking cops. Just
No,
not.
I was actually worried too, guys. I really was worried because I wasn't doing anything wrong, and the way cops are lately, they'll just pick me doing anything. I mean, your dog walked wrong.
How about
She
another?
looked at me.
Oh,
I feel.
I just thought of another call it like I see it topic that I had written down here earlier a minute ago. Ungrateful roommates.
I was thinking about getting a roommate, but I don't think I'm gonna. I had roommates when I was a kid, and I
You
don't
were roommates when
recommend
you
it,
were
guys, at
an
all.
adult, like 8 years ago.
And that's right.
Yeah. How'd that work out?
I am 27 years old.
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Anyway, so I had roommates when I was younger, and most of them ripped me off, and they never paid their bills. It's like they find somebody that pays bills, then they go, "Sure, I'll move in with you. I'll help you. I'll pay out the bills," and then they move in, and they stay there longer than 4 days. That's when you can't get them out, guys. You cannot get them out if they've been there longer than 3 days. I promise you. They can actually claim residency. It's horrible. It really is. And then you have to evict them, and it's all this hustle and bustle you got to go through. And they can actually stay living there another 3 to 4 months, possibly 6 months. And if you try to do anything, they can even get a protective order against you and have you removed from the residency because now they live there. I learned that. And it wasn't just because I put his name on the house and all that. Oh, see, there we go. We just went back to that.
That kind of reminded me of earlier today. Again, like I could have gotten in trouble for going after somebody who didn't pay their tab when I'm actually trying to protect the restaurant.
I thought maybe you were gonna get in trouble for trapping them. That would be a form of kidnapping, I think. It's like
Kidnapping.
I know it sounds ridiculous, but I'm telling you, they put it like any charge on you. It's like when you kill somebody. Like when I watch on the shows and stuff, people don't realize if you kill somebody, even if it's an accident, and they trip and fall and they're right in front of you and they hit their head or something, and you go. And you freak out, and you want to hide it or like stage it or because you're freaking out and you don't know how to handle it. I'm telling you guys, that's one charge, that's two charges. That's just moving the body's one charge. If you clean anything, that's another charge. I mean, I was married to a cop for 22 years, guys. I promise you this. And then killing a person, and because you did all that, well, you already look guilty. Because if you weren't guilty, they're going to tell you this. You would have called right away. Why didn't you call right away?
Why didn't you?
Because they tripped and fell, and you're freaking out, and you're only human. No, I've never done this, guys. I'm just putting myself in that situation. But I can only imagine. I thought it might. Never mind, there we go. We're going to go back to that name again, the EX. There we go. I said it again.
I think guess watching, call it like it is who's going to tell her? Am I going to tell her or y'all?
I just got a lot to say, that's all.
Who's
going
to tell her? Or should we let Mariah tell her? Why you're so obsessed with me?
It's not that I'm obsessed. It's that I
viewers,
had an interaction today with that thing, that person, or not like personally, but and so I can't get it out of my head, and that's why I keep chewing gum.
That's gum, yeah.
Because it was stopping me from talking.
Chewy gum.
Chew.
Chewy chewy.
On this screen,
I need a little.
They look so big.
I have that.
There's one right there. You want gum?
Smoker's breath. Hold on.
You want a gum? You want gum? It's right there.
I had some strawberry gum over here.
Mm-hmm. This is Hubba Bubba. I had to get it Hubba Bubba. I've been trying to blow bubbles with it.
So this is your show, Cynthia. You're supposed to be calling it like it is, and not talking about your ex.
That is calling it like it is, and everybody else can call it like it is too, guys. Y'all can actually say it like it is, so people can hear it, what you're complaining about, or what you're upset about, or what bothers you, or what disturbs you, whether it be your neighbor, whether it be church's chicken,
Church's chicken, they oh yeah, they bother me.
My boyfriend got a piece of chicken from
Bother
Church's
me.
Chicken that looked like a penis and balls.
That would, well,
I put it on my Facebook. I thought it was hilarious.
I don't think I'd be so upset by
I
that.
couldn't eat it either. I don't think I think it was, he had it brought it
artistry.
over.
How could you eat that? The
I think
artistry.
he brought it
of that.
over to me and showed or took a picture of it, and I was like, I don't, did you eat it? I don't, that would be kind of like weird, right?
The artistry of it. How could you waste it? Yeah.
No, because I didn't have it. It was my boyfriend's. It was his chicken that looked like a penis and balls. I never get stuff like that. I'm not lucky to get stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same. Yeah, not me. Mm-mm.
It's like seeing a UFO or like
No, mine looks like
seeing
the
a
other
ghost
instead.
or whatever.
Mine looks like something opposite instead.
What are you
My
talking about?
chicken will look like vagina or something, and I'm like, ugh. Like, yeah, no.
No, I saw something else on TikTok that they were showing fruit or vegetables that look like genitalia. And there's flowers that look like genitalia.
We use emojis. We use fruit and vegetable emojis as genitalia emojis.
Mm-hmm.
So, if that doesn't tell you anything.
You know, I like being up close.
So if you were to say that you prefer an emoji, what's your favorite type of emoji? A carrot?
I hate emojis. I literally do. I hate emojis. I think that is a lazy way of speaking.
You're
What?
missing the point. Listen to what I just said. So people are using emojis to describe certain body parts. So if you were to describe your favorite type of emoji, would you prefer a carrot or a
I think it was an eggplant.
eggplant?
I was actually
prefer
going to
the
say the
eggplant?
eggplant. Yeah.
You prefer the eggplant?
Yeah, that'd
So
be
no
my
carrot,
boyfriend.
not a celery stick or...
These are cut half and half, an eggplant and a carrot stick.
So the eggplant emoji, huh?
Oh, I miss him. I can't wait to see him.
You know what? The Latino in me likes the little jalapeno chile emoji.
Jalapeno.
The little jalapeno chile emoji.
Is that like a schmeckle?
It'll do.
Is that like a schmeckle?
It'll do.
A schmeckle.
The eggplant's a bit much for me.
But that's why I said it's like a half-half. It's like, you know,
Then, you know, it can be a bit of a peach boy sometimes, too.
a peach boy. Peach. But I don't get it.
That's,
What was that thing that you told me the other day
she
about?
doesn't know what the peach is.
What was that thing that you told me the other day about?
2 girls, 1 cup.
Yeah, there. Oh, that's it. Ah.
Folks, in case you missed it on an episode of Just the Tip, Where's the Rest of It? She told me, and for the record, she asked to see 2 girls, 1 cup. So I put it on Google and showed it to her.
Let's invite some people now. You ready?
What?
Come on, let's just join. Let's just join.
Sounds like a vampire.
So let's see.
Who are we inviting? What are we doing?
I don't know. Let's invite. Let's see. He's got my last name kind of. So let's see. What he has.
Sorry, folks, I'm being distracted here for a
No, so-
TikTok invitation.
I'm trying to invite.
I'm not much of a TikToker.
No.
I'm, you know,
Invitation
my
was sent.
podcast career began with.
Oh, look.
Spotify.
Let's invite my girlfriend here.
Mm.
I love her. Hi, Stephanie. The invitation was sent.
Hopefully, next episode I can find ways to actually voice some of your
Let's invite-
listeners in,
let's just-
get them in, and
let's
actually
just invite-
hear what they have to say.
Let's just invite. Let's just invite everybody.
That kind of reminds me of the days of Bogarts.
Oh, look. Hi.
Hello there.
Who is this? Hey, beautiful. How are you, Bree? What are you doing today? What are you doing right now?
We've got a live guest right now.
Well, right now, actually, I'm in the car, and then smoking.
Well, wait. Listen. Can you hear her?
Uh-huh.
What are you doing? What are you doing, girl? What are you doing? I love your hair. It's like, you know.
So Cynthia has.
Like, is this like a 21 question, like, what's going on
This
with
is Say It Like It Is. Do you want to share anything with us?
I'm
You
smoking
would
a
call
blunt
something
right
like
now.
it is?
You're what?
Smoking a blunt, girl.
The, pass it on, girl. Pass it on. I am telling you, I just got in trouble right now.
You want to know what the real question is? When did you guys first start smoking weed?
Oh God, I was 17, girl, when I started, and I used to go get a joint off of San Antonio Street and in Port Lavaca, and it was $2 for the joint, and we would drive out to the beach, and me and my girlfriends would smoke it, and we'd sit on my little yellow rabbit, and girl, it never got me high, but my girlfriends would go, God, this is some good shit, right? I go, it sure is.
I was a good little boy. I never touched.
But I never felt a
marijuana.
damn thing, girl. I never felt a damn thing.
That's
But-
definitely a story. That's definitely a story for sure.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh God. Dragon the Beast. Dragon the Beast. All right, we go. Okay, there we go. Okay. So, but do you want to know when it did hit me? When I I think I smoked a lot of joints when I was 17. I was with my girlfriend after working with the IRS, and we went over to her place, and I'll never forget, she was beautiful, and I just admired her so, because I was like 18, and she goes, I like to smoke, and when I smoke, she goes, I like to have a cigarette afterwards and have a glass of red wine, and I said,
You're a
I-
bitch. Me too.
I did. I go. Wait. I go. I do too. Girl, I don't do that. I never did any of that shit. So we sat there and I smoked the joint with her, right? And she goes like this after, and I finally felt it, girl. I was like, God damn, oh shit, what the fuck? And she goes, well, I don't want you to wear your welcome out, so you must go now. And I go, what the?
I don't want you to wear your
I-
welcome out. What
she
kind of
literally-
smoker was that? What a
Because it was like 10:30.
what an unhospitable bitch.
It was 10:30, and she was an 09er. She was, and she was also
10:30. The night's just getting started.
she was a
at
teacher
10:30.
too.
What
She was
the-
a teacher too. She was
I
a
hate teachers.
So she had school the next day and everything like that. Okay. So anyway,
Teachers are lame.
wait a minute.
Teachers are whack.
I want to get to what I'm
They're
saying.
the
So-
wackest human beings that ever existed.
But
They're so
I want to
whack.
say, okay, so anyway, girl, so I said, okay, well, I don't want to wear my welcome out like that because I really
Teachers
admire her. I want to
take
keep her friendship. I
$3.
want to keep her friendship. And I go, so I don't want to wear welcome out. I said, so I said, okay, fine, I'll go ahead and go. And when I was leaving, I turned around, I go, shit, where am I going to go, And I said, I got in my car, and I was really high, girl. So it's the first time it ever hit me. I was like, oh my God, I think I'll go home and clean my whole apartment. She hung up. Anyway.
She was like, this bitch is crazy. She was
I
like,
am
bye.
crazy, I'm
Go
crazy.
bye. So go bye.
Goodbye. She's
Goodbye.
crazy. They all do that, though. It's okay. So let's keep in mind, guys.
So, for those of us watching on YouTube and listening to us on Spotify, Cynthia is interacting with some of our listeners and
I'm
viewers on
having
TikTok.
fun. I'm
She's
having fun. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? It's not else this time. It was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. That was.
It did.
was
It
nice
took
to
me
meet.
an hour to get home, where it was only 15 minutes away. Just thought I'd let y'all know, because I was taking shortcuts constantly. I literally thought I was going to get home fast because I wanted to get home and clean my apartment.
Yeah.
And then after that, I just wanted more. I'm like, I want more.
Would you, if you had to do over again, would you ever have begun smoking? Would you?
I'm gonna actually say, yes. I would do it again because there's not a lot of things I would do in my life again, but the smoking, yeah, because everybody did it, and no matter what, I was gonna end up doing it, and it's just, everybody does it. As adults, we all do it, and I was gonna get introduced to it sometime, so. I can't say that it's a starter to anything, guys. It is. I don't feel that it is a starter to anything. Hi, is it Josie or Josie and Mark Cute.
Respectfully, I've got
Oh,
to
I love this.
disagree.
Hi, Mark Cute. Hi, Mark Cute.
On that note, marijuana.
I invited them too.
Marijuana can.
Oh, look what we got. Oh, we got more. Wow, we got more. Hi, beautiful. Hi, that is for, we got 1mm. Hi, guys. We lost her. She looked like fun. And who's this? Hi, baby. How are you? I can't see you. There you are. What are you up to, hon? Peace out.
Just making money.
Oh, making money, honey. We love that. What are you doing making money?
Door dashing.
Oh, he's doing that shit. Well, what do you do?
Right, fellow DoorDasher. I do DoorDash as well. That's right.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, and I did Lyft for a while. Does that count for anything?
It counts as something.
Yeah, it counts that I paid Lyft to work for them.
Exactly.
Yeah, especially because I was driving an SUV and it was $37 a gallon. I mean, to fill, you know.
Do those microphones work?
Yeah, because we're actually not just on TikTok. We're on
YouTube and Spotify.
YouTube and Spotify, guys.
Oh, so you guys are singers or are you podcaster?
Podcasting.
Okay, that's tough.
That's tough.
What are you talking about?
We're talking about say it like it is.
Huh? City?
Say it like it is.
Oh, that's just what it is? Like,
That's what it is.
Okay. I mean, can you give me like a summary?
Well,
Example?
why don't you give them a summary?
Oh, summary of Tell It Like It Is. Tell It Like It Is just the podcast where no topic is off limits. People basically are just becoming too sensitive nowadays. Everything's offensive. Everything's a problem. Everything's hostility. Why, we feel like people need to be held accountable versus stop being so sensitive. And so we're here to call it like it is on all types of topics, issues.
That's real.
This is Cynthia's production and idea. I'm a fellow podcaster and I help her put it together. But the idea and the concept comes from her. Ever since I've known Cynthia,
Everybody does want to victimize themselves so bad.
she's a very call it like it is person. She never she has no filter, and in times when it counts and times when it doesn't count. So
I'm gonna
she's
do
a
the right
natural.
more people.
She's a natural. With
So what are you doing right now? And it's daylight where you're at.
At the beach, just vibing.
Where are you at?
I'm in Seattle, Washington.
He's in Seattle, Washington.
fellow Idahoan here. I'm from Twin Falls, Idaho.
Is that where the lobsters are?
Some lobsters,
Yeah, we got
yes.
Seafood boils,
Actually, no, the
And they're
lobsters.
like big, huge
The
ones,
lobsters
right?
are in Maine,
You
fool.
got a whole bunch of seafood spots. Yeah, that's true.
They're in the East Coast. That's the East Coast food,
No,
lobster.
West Coast. Oh,
The-
yeah.
West Coast.
Oh, really? And,
West
but
Coast,
crab
yeah.
too? Y'all got snow crab out there?
You got snow crab?
Sorry, you guys gotta get into Pike Place Market. It's like by like the water and stuff. They have a bunch of fishes, and then even like lobster, everything in like I don't know, like every Sunday the Seahawks be like
There you
throwing
go.
fishes. Oh no, like in the commercials and stuff. I've been seeing like football players do that.
So cool. So what time is it there?
Right now it's 8:40.
It's 8:40.
8:40 in the evening, obviously, right?
And the
right.
daylight's still out in
And
Seattle.
the daylight's still going.
Welcome to the Pacific Northwest. That's how it is. And then daylight savings when it hits, then it gets darker.
So we're in San Antonio, Texas, and it's dark as hell here.
So what is your call it like it is? But what do you want to call it like it is? What do you feel like you need to just tell the listeners? Call it like it
You
is.
said that everybody's victimized here. They so
everybody
victimized.
wants to be like a victim, Everybody just, that's why they're so sensitive. They got no attention. So they want to be, you feel me, like they just want attention. So they want to victimize themselves so they can have people's attention because they have none.
It's attention based. All of it is a cry for
Attention
attention.
Yeah, just like not having nobody to like support them, so they want to feel bad for everything so they can get some support.
So going about it the wrong way rather than just making friends,
At least that's how I
finding a
see it out
support
here,
system,
at
or at least being your own support system if you can't find one.
Yeah, that's the best way. Actually, that's true. That's the best way because once people figure that out, then they don't need nobody else.
Sometimes people are really fucked up to people like that when they realize that, and they don't know how to relay that message and tell them like, you need to just look out for yourself and bring yourself up and worry about your come up. Don't worry about what people say about you, think about you, talk, say blah 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 blah. They get caught up in all that like you said, the drama and the victimization and the me, poor me, rather than what can I do to fix that, change that, get out of that, whatever they think they're in, however they think they're stuck.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you cooked up, I ain't gonna lie.
So that's what you've had it with the victims.
Yeah, just to victimize. Like I seen that. Like, I mean, at least out here, at least on the West Coast, everybody, they scream for aura, they scream for fame, like, and if they don't get that, they want to do whatever, like, to get that,
And don't y'all isn't that area? Don't y'all have like a very big fentanyl problem and like a big
Oh, yeah, for
homeless
sure,
population?
For sure. Oh, there's crackheads all the time, everywhere, even in neighborhoods. Like, especially after the FIFA thing, like the FIFA tournaments and stuff, like they made like the whole like stadium like naked with like no crackheads, nothing, stuff like. But it was worse. Like before the FIFA tournament, oh my gosh, that's where they used to live at, everybody. And then like, and then after that happened, I guess like Trump and whatever he had to do with moving them, pushed them to the neighborhoods. So now they just be sleeping in neighborhoods.
Wow, and the city, the government, they do nothing to help them.
Not really. They just really pushed them. They made it look like it though. You can say that.
Well,
So call that like it is too. They say that they're helping. They say they're here to help. They say that they're gonna make change, but they do nothing. They haven't done shit.
Yeah, and it's like, they can do all the things that they can and make it look like what it is or what it isn't. But like if another, citizen did something like that, they're the problem. They're the issue.
Yeah, and it goes back. It's a full circle thing. A lot of these people who are stuck in these problems, they victimize themselves and say that they're victims, and some actually might be because of this, this system that's going on right now that's completely unfair and that's just dicking everybody over. And
Everybody don't have nobody, or they scream for somebody, at least one person.
yeah,
And they want to have at least one person if they don't have nobody.
mm-hmm.
yeah. If you have nobody, then this system will fuck you. It'll eat you alive, spit you out alive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like something about time, the only note I be taking it never stops. It just keeps going. Like,
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. I tell you, we got the same thing going here in San Antonio, though, too. I drove past today. Homelessness and everything.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's gotten real bad here in San Antonio, too. They've all moved downtown, though. You've got tents everywhere. You've got trash everywhere from them, just squatting and camping. And I feel horrible for them. I mean, I felt horrible because some of them have dogs, too. And, like, those, you just want to give them $10 and...
Kids.
And yes, I saw some kids on there.
Well, and people refuse to call those situations for what that is because nobody wants to be like that with children, and nobody chooses that. And they have those signs, anything will help and this and that. But what's really going on there is that it's people with mental health problems, and they can't hold down a job and have stability to.
But that's not also
to-
true.
to
Not all of them
keep
have
alive.
mental health problems.
Oh.
Some of
Everybody
them,
got mental health problems, I feel like.
Well,
Everybody
if not a mental health problem, a substance abuse problem.
it's substance abuse, but it's also, some of them also are just poor and can't afford to pay their bills. It's not even that. Or maybe they've had something down on their luck or something bad's happened to them in their life. But it's not just mental, instability. It's not just, drugs.
It used to be that here in San Antonio, Texas, only people who did not want to work didn't work because work was abundant. It was everywhere. It may not pay a lot. It wasn't a very high end economy in the 90s and early 2000s, but there was definitely always work. Nowadays, you cannot just apply somewhere and get a job. I used to walk in somewhere, apply and walk out with a job and start 2 days later. Now, no, you got to go through like 3 interviews and 3 weeks of training and blah 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 motherfucking blah. Like the job market, they make it harder and harder for people.
Yeah, literally, that's so true. Even people like, even international students, you know, that come from college, like, what if they want a job? They can't because they don't have the papers to even do that. They probably have to
They
find
use
some
them.
local job.
They use them for foreign exchange student labor. I used to work with some at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. They would bring them from Romania, Slovakia, Turkey.
$8 an hour.
They would give them. Actually, I'm not sure if they even really got money. What they got in exchange was like, I think they got boarding, like at a nice apartment, and they brought them to and from work, and they fed them, and they made probably like pennies on the dollar as far as like what they took home.
And then imagine that, and then you're just gonna have to go back home at the end of the day. Like, you feel me? They're gonna have to go back to like.
But it was something, and in their country, because these people, they weren't poor, so in their country, from their end, they were paying for this experience. Like, it was a fun thing for them. They were like they were, mommy and daddy, will you please spend the $5,000 for me to go? You know, they had no idea that they were gonna come and like slave at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas, in the sun and have to take pictures and shit. And sometimes they would look at me like, or they would look around like, oh my God, like what did I get myself into? Like they had no idea that this program that they paid for is really like slave labor. It was like America's way of like, labor trafficking back in the day. And they still do it. They do it with like picture companies down on the Riverwalk, at restaurants. That was the last place I seen them. I haven't seen
Hey,
them at
so
Six Flags
I
anymore.
don't mean to break up the thing here. I don't mean to break things up here, but I have a question for you. So, how is work there with your what you do?
the
It's
workforce.
The minimum wage is high. It's like the minimum wage is like probably 20, 22 something.
Okay, so but are you making minimum wage doing Uber food or whatever?
Yeah, I got other side hustles too, but good side hustles like, you know, like I sell books. If I sell
Yeah. I
books.
sell books too. You got any books I need to sell? What kind of books you sell? Maybe I'm buying.
There's this one guy. His name's like Michael Connolly or something. He's a business owner, and then like him and his son, they created basically a blueprint of being a CEO.
Oh, cool. Okay. Mhm.
Yeah, and then like it talks about like, you know, how the old generation and this generation thinks about being like their aspect about being a CEO.
So how much is minimum wage again?
Like
22 and
probably.
something.
Well, because he's got the mic, I don't have the ear things. I remember.
It's
some-
right there in front of you. Put
Yeah,
one of
wait,
them in your
because
ear.
you
See.
talk to he talks loud.
You have been hurting my ear for the last hour.
Because I haven't had it in. Oh no, that's what he said, right? That is what he said, right? It's not in yet, right? Or no, that's what she said, right? That's pretty much she said, right? Wait, is it in?
I thought you said, I thought that was your finger.
No, that was when I made out with the guy and he was fingering my belly button when I was 17, and he thought he was fingering me. I didn't stop him. Why would I stop something? I didn't want to embarrass him.
Oh, like it is.
I wonder if he.
I don't know.
Are you?
maybe
What do you? Let me ask. What do you think when you're driving down the road and you see somebody that's doing this, and they're driving?
And they're like that.
What are you thinking?
They're taking and they're driving at the same time. They're using.
They're.
This is why she has her own show, Call It Like It Is, because only she would be thinking about some shit like that.
But
And then like the skunk is still there. So
but is it? Because I mean I'm not one to do any of that stuff. So, but I did have once. I did have my ex tell me, I can still smell you and it's fabulous.
Oh, section.
Oh, look at us. So,
You know,
we got a match invite.
It's work.
Woo! All right, we're doing good here. We got a good one here.
So you're talking about how you notice that somebody's driving and doing how do you even notice? Like,
All right, guys, the first give during the match within 30 seconds or something like that.
Let's do it all. Let's do it all. Let's work.
It's what?
No. So he said, oh, he asked me, what was the question again? Sorry.
you
Your
asked
question. I don't remember.
the Ask her how many gummies she's.
I've only had 100 milligrams.
I think you're supposed to eat like one at a time, and we've had like a bag of it.
No, because he had to keep up with me on the gummies, so I gave him 5 of them to eat.
But they don't do anything.
Are you guys going? Is he going off him? You know, he looks sober.
Yeah, I'm dead ass sober.
Yeah. Look at his eyes. Really look at those eyes. I mean, if you could, like, they are bloodshot, man. Even your eyes look better than his. Look at your eyes. Are mine okay? I can't tell because I'm
You're definitely intoxicated.
intoxicated. Is that what that is? Would that be called intoxicated?
Your middle name is intoxicated. You know you're intoxicated.
I have nerve damage, so I'm allowed to have the gummies because they stop my pain.
In a real way.
No, it is true though. Seriously, really, that it's like being touched by Jesus.
The gummies.
I don't know
stop my
how
pain.
it is. You just literally get touched by Jesus.
The gummies stop my pain from her craziness. The gummies, they just numb me. They're like, because I'm like, she's fucking nuts. She's out
You're
of her
crazy,
mind.
man. Just quit eating those little gummies.
She's out of
All
her
right.
mind. So the
He's
gummies,
like popping them like popcorn. Did you see that?
the gummies numb me from her craziness.
He's gonna throw up.
She
later.
doesn't seem so crazy when I have like 8 or 10 or 17 gummies.
Stupid. He has your dinner 17
Have like
gummies.
17
Stupid.
gummies and she
Don't
seems
don't
normal
listen to
me.
him. Don't
I'm
listen to
higher
him.
than a giraffe's pussy. Don't worry about it. Oh.
Competition has joined. Oh no. He's making, I don't know, I think he's doing his deal right now. I think he was
Okay.
waiting to make, do
Our
you remember?
Our YouTube
Do you
viewers
re-
over here have probably been wondering why the hell you've been looking up at the sky. You looking like you're staring up at a giraffe.
Oh, sorry guys, I got the camera
Maybe you
going
should lower
here.
your
Sorry.
tripod like lower.
Okay.
Like lower.
But then it makes me look
lower.
fatter. Look, always remember.
Is
when
that
you're
why you
taking-
had it on the ceiling?
Always remember, guys, when you're taking a picture, look
Shit,
up.
shit.
Look
Why
up.
do people do that? I
If
hate
you're
when
fat,
dudes do
look
that.
up.
Dudes take selfie and they try to hide their belly and stuff, but they take selfies like this.
Yeah, because you're looking up and gravity pulls
But that's
at
not
the face.
honest. That's not
pulls
real.
at
That's
the
not
neck.
true. And when you arrive at that place, they're gonna see that that's not real.
They
And
all
then
tell
when
me
you
I
get-
look better in person.
That's why I just take a picture of exactly what I look like on the what you
Hi,
see is what
sexy
you get.
blue eyes.
It's what you're gonna get.
I'm inviting more people. I'm having fun playing. Hi! How are you, sexy? How are we dancing?
Yeah, this is definitely her podcast.
Oh, this is
This is
Blondie!
my podcast.
Coming!
I'm your guest co-host, keeping you
Come
informed while you watch this one, entertain her TikTok audience. I think she's got quite a bit going on over here. Another version. Oh, I've heard this. I like this version of Call Me. I think it's like a reggae version, I think, or a ska version, something like that.
She's jamming, guys.
Yeah, she is.
Is this sexy booty? Hi, Grace. How are you? So nice to meet you. Just ignore the other one. She's playing Blondie. So what are you doing, Grace? I'm good. Let me get this. I gotta
We
hand
might
this.
have to give Grace Mike's priority.
I'm gonna give her. I'm gonna unfollow her here.
She's gonna unfollow you, Grace?
No, not like that. No, not
mean.
Grace. I'm trying to get
That
sexy
is
blue eyes
mean, bro.
to hang up here.
I wouldn't take that from her. I would unfriend her now.
Ignore him. Ignore him. I really am. How do I get her off?
Grace left.
She's like, I'm out of here, man. Deal with it another time.
Blondie's concert is, yeah, see? That's what, that's
There.
why I'm a one platform at a time kind of guy, and I'm usually on YouTube and Spotify with just the tip. Where's the rest of it? But right now we're on Call It Like We See It with your host Cynthia and your co-host Jules. Kind of brings me back to the old days when you were the host. Remember?
I used to host for
You were the host?
13
You
years.
were
I
the host.
hosted.
She
For
was the
13
hostess.
years. I
She
wonder
was
where
the
they
hostess.
are.
On my show, things go a little differently. There's no TikTok on my show.
They're the band. They're the band. They're the band. They're doing Blondie. I love her. All right, come on. I'm gonna have to get something to eat. All right, we're out of here. All right, guys, we're done with this. Gotta go. Guys, you know, have a good day.
And with that, we divert our.
Can't get her off. She's stuck.
And with that, we divert our host attention back to your YouTube and your Spotify listeners. We hope that you have enjoyed the first episode of Call It Like We See It, the unfiltered truth. Why is everyone so angry? This episode, we've talked about trigger points for people, why people are being socially angered and triggered, and we discussed exes and obsessions, and I think we covered a lot of it. We called a lot, like we saw it, and we even spoke to a few people who gave us their Call It Like I See
It was
It
our
moment.
no,
So, thank you so much for joining us. This has been a Cynthia and Jules production, and we will see you on the next episode of
Bye,
Call It Like
guys.
I See It.
Bye, guys. Good seeing you again.